just some GTA gameplay here for you today, and a little talk of my opinion on the Bane of GTA. The Bane of GTA is also known as the Flying Broomstick with Missiles, aka the Oppressor MK2. This fucking car, or bike, sorry, is literally the most broken thing in Grand Theft Auto.
Hello, this is Morse Mutual
So
Insurance.
many people literally
I'll look into
hate
it.
this thing because it's gained a very, very bad reputation. How? Well, 90% of the time, people will use the Oppressor if you end up killing them on foot, so they call in their little flying broomstick with missiles, or they're already beyond one. You could be simply minding your own business, such as, for example, where's my truck? Hold on. 1 second. What the hell, game? Why the fuck did... Really? I have to actually go grab my truck. Okay, whatever. Anywho. Back to my talk about the Oppressor. This thing is literally the bane of GTA Online. It's a small, dinky little flying bike with missiles, countermeasures, and it is literally faster than almost every vehicle in the game. The only two things it's not faster than is the Hydra and the P-Laser. That's it. Everything else it can outrun, which is stupid.
Why now? Why now?
So, let me get right into my point. How can Rockstar nerf
We gotta call the
and
sheriff.
or make it so that the oppressors will be less likely to be used for briefing? Let's start with increasing the price of in order to buy the thing. The most expensive thing in GTA Online is literally the Luxor Deluxe. And for those of you that don't know what the Luxor Deluxe is, it is this thing right here. It is nothing more than the Deluxe, or the Luxor, sorry, but at $10 million. Now, $10 million jet, plane, whatever you want to call it. And for what? To sit at the smallest chairs possible? To drink, smoke, and browse the web. Like, really? So $10 million for that piece of junk, right? Let's go to Warstock Cash and Carry. The Oppressor MK2 is roughly $4 million. It is literally 2.5 times less than the Luxor Deluxe. Yet it comes with missiles, countermeasures, and is faster than everything except a jet. Rockstar logic right there.
I want to be rich. Bye.
Now, what they can do is they could actually swap those prices. Make it where the Oppressor is like 10 million, and make the Luxor Deluxe like, I don't know, 2-3 million. Then maybe it'd be a bit harder to acquire. So, there's your first issue. It is literally easy to acquire because it is cheap enough. I could have bought the thing about, gee, I don't know, 30 times over, but I haven't because I don't care for it. That thing has gotten such a bad reputation with me that I don't care to buy the stupid Oppressor. I don't even care about the original. The one where you have to be on the ground to launch into the air. The one where you have to extend the wings on it. That's how bad I hate the thing, that I don't care to buy it. Now, so that's the first thing they can do, is make it much more harder and difficult to acquire by increasing its price. This would be the first fix to stopping oppressors from bleeding. Now, I know not all people in oppressors bleed, but in my experience, 90% of the people on oppressors bleed bubbles. It's in my experience. That's why if I see an oppressor in a lobby, I leave instant. I hate these things. Number 2. What they can do is remove its countermeasures. It's already a tiny little flying broomstick that is literally faster than everything except a Hydra and a Beast. You can outrun 95% of your threats as it is. You can outrun the homing rocket. You can outrun the up and atomizer that they gave you. You can outrun bullets if you know how to do it right. You can outrun the Deluxo. You can outrun pretty much everything except the Hydra and Helix. So why is there even a need for countermeasures when you can outrun 99.9% of your threats? 99.9% of the things that can take you down while you're on an oppressor. So the countermeasures are really just another bane to the oppressor market to make it that much more broken, overpowered, and just downright stupid, to put it bluntly. Next, if they made its hitbox much larger. For those of you that don't know what the hitboxes are, this means how easy it is to lock onto a vehicle and how much range or how far away you have to be able to. If they made the Oppressor Mark II's hitbox the largest hitbox in GTA, it would be the easiest thing to lock onto and shoot at with homing missiles and other missiles from like Hydras, the laser, or you can have a plane with missiles on it, or the buzzer. Good old buzzer, everybody remembers that. Now, so if they made the hitbox bigger, it'd be much easier to take down. Another thing is how they made it a personal vehicle. Now, I can get the point behind this just slightly, but what they need to do is if you're using the oppressor to grief someone, and that someone decides they want revenge and blows up your oppressor, they shouldn't have to pay money out of their pocket because you were an asshole and decided to blow them up. So what they need to do is they need to change how the whole insurance thing works. And here's how they can do that. Let's say you're minding your own business. I'm in a invite Nintendo. Let's say this was a public lobby, and I'm just cruising around like I am right now with monster truck, Lotto Nightmare Sasquatch, and I'm just minding my own business. And all of a sudden, an oppressor, Mark II, comes around and tells me in, right? First things first. I did nothing to you. You shouldn't have talked to me. You shouldn't bother. So now I want revenge because they killed me for no reason. So why is it that I get penalized if I decide to kill your flying bike because you were an asshole first? I get penalized if you're the asshole. Explain that logic. So what I would do, what I would like Rockstar to do, would be, one, if you're on an oppressor and you're griefing people, you have to pay equal to the sum of the player's vehicle blew up directly to the player. For example, let's go with the car that was on the podium wheel about a week ago. Legendary Motorsport. So, okay, the Pro Gen PR4. I won that off the wheel about last week. So, it's a $3,515,000 car, right? So let's say I'm cruising around in this, and you know, I'm gonna prove I have this thing real quick. I'm gonna head to my nightclub to prove to you that I actually do have this thing. But while I do that, let me explain to you. So $3.15 million, right? So let's say you're cruising around in that, minding your own business, doing nothing. And the oppressors decide they want to be a jerk, and they want to blow it. Well, the first thing they can do is make it where, oh, you blew up someone's personal vehicle. We all know Mars Mutual Insurance. It replaces your car. But the way the insurance works out is really unrealistic. I mean, yes, it's a video game. It's made to escape reality. In this instance, it would be nice if the insurance actually worked the way it's supposed to. So let's say the Oppresor MK2 blows up your PR4, Oppresor PR4, $15 million car, right? What should happen is that Oppressor griefer should have to pay out of their pocket $3.15 million directly to the player whose ProGen PR1 they just blew up. In other words, if you're cruising around in a ProGen PR1, minding your own business, and along comes an oppressor and blows you up for no frickin' reason, guess who just got a free $3.15 million? You. Because you did nothing to them, and they decided to be an asshole. If the insurance worked this way, griefing would be pretty much next to non-existent. Because do you know how fast you would lose money to people in GTA Online for griefing? See? Told you I won the car from the wheel. I even customized it. So, yeah. If they had to pay you the equivalent of the value of the car's original value when they blow it up, people would not be killing each other in personal vehicles. The only exception I would make to this rule is if you had a bounty on you, and that's pretty much it. Or if they killed you first for no reason. Then that would be the exception to this rule. But if they made it where you had to pay money equivalent to the value of the vehicle you blew up to the player who you blew up, griefing would be next to non-existent in this game. Because nobody would want to be paying out millions of dollars every couple of minutes just to blow up someone's car. So that's the next thing they can do to prevent the griefing in general in this game. Next, when you blow up someone's oppressor, not only do you have to pay for it, which I just covered that, but they can literally call it in almost instantly after you blow it up. But yeah, if they were to blow up your personal vehicle, yes, you can call it in almost instantly, but that's like what? Okay, so they blow up your car, you can call it back in through Mars Mutual. Get it back. You call it to you by your mechanic, and your mechanic can deliver a car like what is it? Once every 2 to 5 minutes? So why is it that if I were to blow up an oppressor, they can call it in instantly, I blow it up again, they call it back in instantly again. But if they were to blow up my ProGen PR4, I call it in instantly once, they blow it up again. Now I gotta wait 5 fucking minutes. Explain that logic. If they were to make it where each time you call in your oppressor, it increases by a set interval of minutes, it would be much easier to be able to be away from the oppressors and make it where oppressors cannot dominate the line. Let me enlighten you on what I mean by this. One, let's say, okay, some asshole blows me up while I'm driving around like this. I blow up their oppressor. I don't get penalized because they were the asshole first. 2, they lose money because they blew up my car when I did nothing to it. 3, now they gotta wait 5 minutes before they can call in their oppressor. Skip forward 5 minutes. They call in their oppressor. They blow me up. They get penalized because I only killed you because you killed me. So I was just, called revenge. So now they gotta wait 10 minutes before they can call in their oppressor. What happens each time the oppressor gets destroyed, you have to wait an additional 5 more minutes before you can call it in. This way, each time you decide to be an asshole, and I'm being the counter asshole, you'll have to wait 5 more minutes each time I blow up the oppressor. If they did that, the oppressor would not be so much of a nuisance. Next. Okay. Yes, it has a limited supply of rockets. So it's got like, what, 50? 50's a little much, in my opinion. If they made it have maybe like 10, 15 rockets at the most, then it wouldn't be so much of a nuisance in the game. So, okay. Think of the air freight stuff, the hangar at Los Angeles International or the North Base. If you put bombs on your, you get what, 50 of them? And then once you drop 50 of them, you have to return to the hangar and stop it, right? So if they made it where you actually had to pay to get bombs refitted onto your oppressor, or not bombs, missiles on your oppressor, then I think that would balance out the odds a little. Because once you have, let's say they put the limit to 15 missiles on your oppressor. You use those 15 missiles. Now you gotta return to your territory. And now you gotta restock on your missiles. Just like how you have to do ammo in the game for your guns, you should have to pay to reacquire your missiles. Landed it. Anywho. So, what they should do is make it, 150k, 10k per missile. I think would be a good idea. This way, once you use those 15 missiles, you gotta go back to your terabyte, pay another 150 grand to get restocked on missiles. This would make it a little more questionable if you want to go around briefing people. So, yeah. Let me give you a simple rundown of how they can 1. Increase its price in order to buy it. 2. If you're using it to boost players, you pay money out of pocket equal to the value of the vehicle you blew up. 3. Make it to where you have to wait 10, 15 minutes to call it back in. 4. Make it where you have to restock on your missiles by paying for them 10 grand per missile. 5. Remove the counter measures. 6. Reduce its speed. 7. Increase its hit box. If they did these things to the Oppressor Mark II, it would not be the bane and king of nuisances in GTA On. Other than all of this, I hope you guys enjoyed my opinion on the Oppressor Mark II here today. Feel free to leave a comment if you want. You can like, dislike, fake, and share. I don't care. Other than all of that, yeah, have a great day. This has been Talk About the Oppressor Mark II on GTA 5. Bye-bye.